Welcome to the Scientist with Heart Podcast, my open diary of academic life. This is a space where I share my personal thoughts and reflections on research, teaching, and university life. These are my own opinions, and the aim is to spark discussion, exchange perspectives, and gather insights from others navigating the academic roller coaster at the bench and in the lecture hall. Do I get stage fright when I am teaching? Yes, I do. I always feel it. I even feel it when I give a scientific talk in front of other scientists, even in front of the scientists that I work with every day. You may not see it when I am up at stage, but inside my body and brain there is a huge inner fight going on. I'm very lucky that I don't blush or turn bright red, so from the outside people think always that everything is okay and I look calm, but inside my heart is racing and my heartbeat is very strong, my breathing feels short and I can feel the pressure everywhere in my body. I've been doing talks for many years and still when I was a student it was much worse, so it has improved a little over time, but it's never going away fully. I even had as a student nervous breakdowns because I was so sure that everybody could see how nervous I was, and I thought people would instantly notice that my mind was totally foggy and that I was shaking. And then surprise, after one of such talks where I really had to leave the room, people were surprised and they didn't understand what was happening, and they said this was a good talk and we didn't see what's happening. We don't know what's up. So they never saw the storm inside of me, and they were completely unaware of that inner war. And that is when I realized that what happens inside of us is often invisible to others, and they think everything looks fine while, inside one feels as if one is collapsing. I know this is different for people that, for example, blush and turn red. But that's another story. But because of this very special experience, when people ask me for my advice for not being that nervous while talking, I tell them the following. Embrace your personality. If you are a quiet and shy person, yes, giving talks will be uncomfortable. It's part of the job that you're having in science, and teaching, giving lectures, speaking at conferences, presenting the work, that's just part of it. If you absolutely hate standing in front of people, and if you really try to refuse to ever do it, then maybe life in academia is not for you. But if you want to do it and it's just a personality issue that you're not the outgoing type and you feel a little bit under the pump, under the pressure when you have to do it, well, you need to find a way to live with this very feeling. And this will make it less scary and more things will be possible for you. There are some tricks that help. So I'm not talking about trying to get over it and remove this feeling and issue. If you are soft-spoken, then using a microphone helps and you don't have to think about elevating your voice. If you are naturally very loud speaker, for example, then of course you need to remind yourself not to shout at the audience. If you make funny noises because you are so nervous, like heavy breathing sounds, like this, I have colleagues that do that, well, then, like I said, first of all, embrace it. If it's really disturbing to the type of talking, so it's disturbing and people cannot concentrate on the content of what you're saying, try to work on it, but don't be too hard on yourself. It's part of your personality. What I have learned is that about the inner war, the stage fright, you cannot have this disappear by training. What you can do by training, it will never disappear. But what you can achieve by training, so mainly by exposure therapy, doing it, talking in public, in conferences, giving talk seminars in your university environment, you can really learn to get used to it. Get used to the feeling by doing it over and over again. Every new talk teaches you something new about how this feeling feels while talking. So my advice is do not run away from talks. The contrary, don't refuse, jump in, sign up for more conferences if you can. Don't just present a poster, but volunteer to give talks whenever you can. with each talk, with each assignment, no matter how heavy the breathing is and how your body feels and how much energy this takes you, with each and every such talk, you will learn more and more about yourself, about the emotions, and how the steps of emotions and increasing nervousness happen and how your body reacts. I know very well how my body reacts and what's happening the day before, the hour before, the minute before, and I embrace it. I know it's coming. I'm not afraid of it. And yeah, one will even recognize it as something familiar. It keeps one alive, let's say, and it doesn't then feel anymore like the unknown monster. It makes you less scary, because even if you cannot fight it or let it go, it's less scary to know what's coming. So for me personally, the stage fright has never disappeared. And even now, just talking about it loud makes me a little bit short of breath, although I have thought about this text before and I have written it down. So my body remembers how this feels to be on stage, and instantly there is a reaction. But now I'm not afraid of it anymore, because I know exactly what it means. I know it's part of me and it's part of my personality, and I accept it and I even embrace it. For some people, stage fright shows on the outside. Like I said, if you blush, so the face turns bright red like a tomato, that can feel very uncomfortable because everybody can see it. And I'm 100% sure that it's much worse than what I'm feeling, because I know that I can hide it well, right? But then my advice again would be, whatever happens, happens. And don't take this advice like, try to relax, don't be nervous, have you practiced this and that? Don't take it seriously or let it hurt you, because we know that you can improve a little, for sure. That's part of personal development. We all try to make things better, but it might never ever go away because it's a physical reaction, the blushing. And yeah, you don't have to take every comment seriously. People might mean it well, but only you know what helps you in that situation. And even my suggestion now to expose yourself and to get to know this monster inside better, to not fear it anymore, but you know what's coming. It might be something that you don't like to hear, but then let me know what you think about it, because for me it helped a lot. So, okay, what do I think about tomato heads? If you turn red and you give a talk, well, I think people will definitely remember you, and you can switch this into a positive thing, right? Because if you give a shitty talk, it will be hell. But if you give a great talk with clear slides, a strong message, and interesting discussion, then they will remember you both as the blushing tomato, but also they will remember your great science. So they remember your name, your ideas, and not just your red cheeks. So you can turn it into something memorable, something that makes you unique. I'm not only saying this, I'm convinced of it, because sometimes you have to live in reality and embrace it, no matter how hard it is and no matter how long it takes to be able to 100% get there. I myself not 100% there. I'm 75% embracing, let's say, and still practicing. Other people have their own habits. They don't turn red, but maybe they breathe very loud in the microphone. Maybe they talk very fast. Maybe they speak too slow. Everyone has something, and some things can be fixed with practicing. But sometimes a little improvement is good enough. And when some of these, let's call them issues, because they are taken negatively in general, well, if some of these issues are personality-based or personality-linked, they are traits, then you cannot erase them. And maybe we also should not want to erase them. They are part of us. And the real question is, do we even need to erase them? It's a bit like having an accent. Some people say, oh, you should get rid of the dialect. You should get rid of the accent. I'm clearly German. My English is not the best. So yeah, should I now focus on really speaking the perfect English? I would like to speak better English. I know that's automatically coming with more conversations with native speakers. I'm a little bit language isolated, let's say. But is this my greatest aim now? No, it's not. I live with this trait. You can hear that I'm German. I have a dialect. It's fine. I hope you can hear the message in between the dialect and the slightly off grammar or choice of words, whatever. So if we can talk steadily and deliver, that's okay. And different personalities come with different traits. In the end, giving a talk, for example, is about sending a message and adapting to the audience, connecting with them, and not about being flawless and robotic. That's even boring. There are so many boring people around, so we don't need to sound all the same and look all the same. And if you blush, if you stutter, if you breathe funny, if you talk fast or slow, it is still you. Make sure that it's not disturbing, that it's not interfering with the understanding of what you have to say. But otherwise, personalities will be remembered, and audiences love personalities. And we do not need more perfect polished machines. So that's why I say appreciate yourself. Appreciate how hard it is to talk in front of an audience. Recognize that each of us comes with traits, strengths, and weaknesses. And whether you overcome the fear or carry it with you, you can still deliver good science and you can be heard. Yeah, so now I'm curious about you. Do you feel these inner battles before a talk? Did you get advice from others, and did this advice help you or did it not help you? What do you tell yourself about it? Do you avoid conferences because of stage fright, or maybe you have learned to accept it and this nervous habit is part of you? I would love to hear your experiences, because I think sharing helps tremendously also in understanding ourselves. We need to know what this is, this thing, and it's always good if others have also described it. And I think it helps to see that stage fright, just like any personality trait, it can be embraced instead of feared.